coffee didn't last long enough, man. Alright, where are we at and what? Oh, the mine. Okay. I know exactly what we're doing, actually. I know exactly what we're doing. What is my favorite I don't know why I answer that every stream. You guys got to know that by now. Probably Fallout 3.
Another one's worth of the collection.
Can't have that yet. Nice. That's it. Oh. That's gone a lot worse than that. I'll take it. Normally I struggle here. These little damn creatures can get on your ass sometimes. Okay, Lydia. Thanks, Lydia the summons. Get in your way on purpose, for no other reason but just to get in your way. Ah, you gotta go, buddy. Yeah, I see you trolling me. Yeah, troll that, bitch.
Another one's worth of the collection.
So we got the crystal skull. I think I already have a couple body parts in my backpack. I think. Got all this. did we get the... We chased that stupid white rabbit. I think that was one of the last things we did. I think we talked to her about meeting that dude on the bridge. I don't even know if we got the missions from the bandit camp. I think we did all that. Pretty sure we did all that last time we were here. Might go to this bandit ambush. Though I think Belagar's got a goblin flock up here. Hold on, man. I'll go deal with that too. I don't know if that's now or later. I don't remember. I messed with that. Hey, Lime, what's going on? I want to make sure I pulled this lever. Yeah, I already got that. Okay, so there's only one more lever. Those goblins, I think it's only after you've done some of the shrines. It's probably not really worth it anyway. 100 XP or something trivial like that. Alright, let's get safe.
Gentlemen, for they're your last.
You would be wise to take your own counsel. We are not the easy victims you take us for.
The truth or untruth of that statement shall soon be decided. But what's this? Another player joins this little scene. And who might you be? I'm honored to finally meet the court jester.
You know what, in your little kingdom of bandits, huh? Interview at 11? Oh, good luck on that.
Tell me, Jester.
Good deal.
Who will you be siding with today?
Soldiers, have at them.
You're dead.
We won.
Haha.
Fun. Praise the divine.
Look on their face sometimes. It's ridiculous.
Oh, but I shall. They will hear of this in Broken Valley. Take this purse of gold. It's the least one can do. We will be on our way now, but one hopes we shall see you again in the Black Boar. The drinks are on us.
I'll take the XP and the extra stat point. Alright, where can we put this stat point? That's the thing. Where do we want to put that? I think I'll put it in Vitality here, and then next time I level, they're going both into Strength. Yeah. I think I'm going to keep my Vitality, Dex, and Intelligence all about the same. Actually, huh. Put that at 23. You know what? Hold on. Yeah. I don't want to do that yet. I'm going to... take all these off. Unequip. Alright. Now, where are we at on stats? 9, 13, 13. See, Vitality is pretty common on armor and stuff. That's why I took that off. Bloodborne? I haven't played Bloodborne in years. I really don't know how much I want to dump into Vitality, to be honest. All my spirit points come from gear. Literally, all of it comes from gear. So, I think... Vitality's really only ever going to get so much. It only gives you hit points. I mean, that's it. Which, hit points are nice, but it gives you 7 hit points per level. That's an entire stat point just for 7 hit points. You need them, but you don't want to overinvest in that, because then you miss out on all your other good stuff. I wonder if 3 to 2, like 10 Vitality, 15 Dex, and Intelligence. I kind of want to keep those even with this particular way that I'm building this character. Really, honestly, it's just going to take a playthrough just to see how that fares. So far, it's been all right. So far, we've had enough health to at least get off a health potion when we need to, but later in the game, are we going to find that we're just destroyed instantly by everything? Or are we going to be able to keep up? Because as I put points in dex and intelligence, I'm gaining, and strength, I'm gaining defense in all 3 categories. So I'm not relying so much on vitality. Health, I'm relying more on the resistances, but each one of those also gives you an offensive ability. Dex gives you critical damage, intelligence gives you magic damage, strength gives you physical damage and health regen, intelligence gives you mana regen, dex gives you ranged resistance, intelligence obviously gives you the magic resistance, strength gives you physical resistance. So all your resistances are covered with your other stats. So I'm not saying a point in dex is worth a point in vitality, but it's quite possible that 2 or 3 points in dex really are actually worth a point in vitality. So I think I'm gonna go, if I put this point here, I think the next 2 times I level, I'm literally gonna drop 2 points into strength and 1 into each. You only get 4 points when you level, that's it. So I think I'm gonna get strength to 25 and dex and intelligence to 15 and kind of keep that in the back of my head. And then once, so that'll be at level 14. And then after that, I'll start putting I want to have a leveling system. I used to have a leveling system in Dragon Age 2 and it worked really well, and this isn't that much different. It's really not that much different. I'm trying to think, so if I were to keep the same stats, by the time I had 20 vitality, I would have 50 strength, and I would have 30 dex and intelligence. And you know, eventually I'm gonna lose a certain percentage. It's about a third of your melee resistance once all is said and done. Once you got a few points, there's this thing called battle rage, and what you do is you lower your physical resistance drastically, like by a third, but you can raise your melee damage up to double or more. So when you do that, you want your melee resistance to outweigh your ranged and magic resistance by about a third. So 25 to 15, 50 to 30 is about that. Actually, it's a little more than a third. That's still plenty of melee resistance as far as that goes. That's gonna work. I think that's what I need. So I need to eventually, let's see. So at level 14, roughly you want vitality, spirit. I don't put any points into spirit with this build. Vitality 10, strength 25, dex 15, intelligence 15. I could do like I did in Oblivion. In Oblivion, when I tried to, Michelle, what's up? Got to go by? Well, you didn't say hello in the first place, so I'm sorry if we didn't know you were here. Gotta let us know you're here before we know you're here. Okay, I can do that. I can put this 1 point of vitality. That works. In Oblivion, I would keep loose track. Basically what I would do is when I would level, if I was trying to effectively, efficiently get up certain attributes, I would keep a note of what I had trained in during that level. If I was just going to do just solid training, like I was going to practice my blocking, specifically going to practice a certain magic, and specifically maybe a certain melee skill or something, like specifically, then I didn't even have to write it down. I would just keep track, and after a level or two of that, I would just know, okay, I need 10 points in blocking and heavy armor, and armorer. So I'd fix my shit, take hits with heavy armor, and block, until I would get a total of 10 points in those skills. Those all went towards endurance, and I knew that. So I would practice a total of 10 points in those skills. Didn't really matter which one. I would just, when the game would notify you, your heavy armor skill went up, your blocking skill went up, your whatever. And the same thing would be like with magic. I wanted to raise my intelligence by 5 points. then I would go train and say conjuration 5 or 6 times. Just raise some. Sometimes I would make a spell, raise a skeleton for 1 second. It would be a cheap 1 mana spell to cast, and I would just spam that and get my conjuration up, say 5 points, and then I would make potions and get my alchemy up 5 points. That was 10 points towards intelligence, and I would do that. And then after I would level, I would go look at where my numbers were and just vaguely write it down. So if I went out to actually play, if I was just out exploring, just playing the game, sometimes I would just spend a while training in certain things to get certain attributes up where I wanted them. It's better to get 5 points in endurance than 3 points in endurance, for example. Now, if you aren't playing like that, especially if you're playing on normal, you really don't have to level like that. If you're playing on max difficulty in Oblivion, it's almost mandatory. You really want to do that just to make the game to where you're a little more survivable at higher levels, because when you start meeting master level enemies, they'll all one-shot you. If you're just running around like a wet paper towel with a little wooden sword, it's just not going to cut it. You're just not going to have the points and the skills that you need, and you're not going to have the attributes you need to do anything. Your willpower means that all your stamina and your magic are regenerating really slow. Low endurance means you have like no hit points, shit like that. So I would keep a track of that. I don't think it needs to be that much different in this. Don't need to really efficiently level here, min-max type of thing. But basically in the back of my head, now I know for the next 2 levels I need to dump 2 points into my main stat, which is strength, and 1 level into each of the others for the next 2 levels. When I hit 15, then I might want to put 1 point into vitality again, 1 point into strength, dex, whatever, and then for a few levels after that, go 2, 1, and 1 again for a couple times. So I think I really want like a 5 to 1. So if I put a point in vitality and a point in strength, the next 2 levels after that, I put 2 into strength and 1 in my other secondary stats twice. That'll give me a total of 5 in strength. That'll give me 1 in vitality, and it should give me 3 more. Three more in dex. So every 3 levels? So if I did that 5 times, that would put vitality at 15. I'd put strength at 35. Put dex and intelligence at 20. No, if I did that for 5 levels, I need to do the math. Need to do the math on that. Let me see. Okay, so if I did, okay, let me see. Sorry guys, but I'm sitting here trying to do this in my head. If I did 15 levels worth of that, which means 3 of those series. Strength would be at 50. Yeah, strength would be at 50. Dex would be at 30. Vitality would be at 15. That's it. So really from here on out, I'm gonna start the game like that one of these days. I'm gonna come back in and see if that's viable. Literally put my initial first point in vitality. But then you get random attribute points here and there as you go. You also get free points here and there. So spreading those out, figuring out when you're going to use those and where you're going to put them, that's like a whole different thing. All right, well, sorry. I'll just figure it out as I go, I guess. So you get like 15 hit points here, 30 hit points there, 20 hit points. And if you find yourself really, really just squishy, way too squishy, you can drop, I think, up to 30 hit points into your armor and stuff as an enchantment too, if you really just need to. Notice all these charm slots here. I really don't have a lot of these. Yeah, see, I can drop that in there. The plus ones I just throw away as I get them. They're nice to have as you go along. Small little, they add up in different pieces of gear. But gear I know I'm going to get rid of sooner than later. I don't waste anything that's +2 or +3. Ideally, you would like to have nothing but major charms when you enchant your in-game gear. I would never put, because charms are permanent forever. So if you have even +2s at the end, I would just leave the charm slot open until I find a +3. I really would, because as soon as you put a +2 in there, you know what the very next thing you're going to find is a +3, and you literally wasted a point. That would bother me because that's just a waste. Let's see, I could. Now I have nothing but +2s. Now I won't waste them now. That'll be for when I get in my 20s. Once we hit the mid to high 20s and we start pulling in in-game gear, then
These men were fortunate indeed to meet a paladin in their hour of need.
we will not be spending any more
those who haunt the Maxos temple
+2s.
will benefit from your might as well.
Guess I better save. Hadn't saved in a while. Hard-hitting bastards. This is balanced nightmare right here. This is the damage that it's supposed to be all the time. They're not two-shotting me with their arrows. They shouldn't be right now in the game, but they also shouldn't be hitting me for 10 hit points at a time either. This is right where it's supposed to. This feels right. I'm not the most familiar person in the world with this game, but I got an idea of where the game's supposed to be. Damn, what's the closest? What's the closest shrine we've got? I want to go get my summons, my little creature, started. I should have done that already. We're at that point. The rest of this should go pretty quickly. All we've really got is some of Belagar's nonsense and the gauntlet. Nice. My creature's keeping up with me now. Yeah, he's, I think, a little stronger than I am, to be honest. Tell my summons, go get him. Go on ahead, I'll catch up. Did we get that dude's we got that dude's potion. Let's fight this dude. Go deliver that dude's potion. Clear out any few little enemies that are right here. Yeah, let's do that. Then I'll go get my creature. Then we'll come back.
No further, traveler. We shall not move from here until one of us will have emerged victorious from our duel. I am Sen, an old knight who, in a war-torn land...
Can't go turn your sword to the enemy. Gotta fight, gotta wait for friendlies, innocents to come by, huh? Alright, bitch.
I am ever ready for...
Since you're that far gone in your head, I think we need to remove it from your shoulder.
Can't use this.
God damn it.
I can't.
Bitch, pull out a bow. You deserve to die.
Fine.
What a hoe. Pulled out a bow on me. What kind of crap is that? Bitch pulled a bow on me. Nothing but black ring now. Kind of want to save my chicken legs for the poison in the gauntlet. I'm serious. You see me saving them there. This is where I wish I had 1 point in heal. Heal comes in handy early. Honestly, I had to start investing in that. Throw 1 point into it, a quick heal spell, just to save on potions early game. Sometimes you can cast heal on yourself and go into battle. It lasts a couple seconds. It lasts a little bit. It's kind of like a potion. Think of it, that's really not a bad idea. And then when you go to respec at the tower, you won't need it later. It's just really an early game thing. I'm gonna respec anyway, guaranteed. Respec at least once. Yeah, I really need to save my heals right now. I only have a handful of potions, actually, to be honest. I hadn't really been making them or buying them. I've been trying to conserve, so in a moment like this where I can chill, it may take a minute, but I can heal for free. A heal spell would definitely be in handy, right? Because mana's free. It's not too late. The next time I level, I could throw that in there, just see. Basic heal. I think it's... I don't even know where that's at, to be honest. Oh, healing? Oh no, that's not till level 15 anyway. No, that's not viable. Never mind. I was gonna say, that's certainly come in handy early game. Hell, you don't get it till you're halfway through the game, so screw that. Alright, I think we're alright. I'm getting triple team now. Pre-firing bullshit. God damn it. How far back are we? I gotta go fight the dude at the bridge again. I should have saved. Should have saved, man. Two summoners on the... I remember there being two summoners side by side. That's some later game bullshit. Why would... Whatever. Alright, well.
Walk no further, traveler. I am set. I am ever ready.
Can't use this.
I can't do any attacks at all because he's inside my summons. Bitch, alright. You want to glitch out, hide, and cheat? I win. It's two summoners, huh? Shit. That's not good. Alright, save right here. This may take a couple tries. These guys are nasty. I don't know why there'd be two of them. That's the challenge. Two of these assholes. Because they get to summon a couple friends apiece. Assholes. A summon will summon a summoner who summons a summons. Each one of them. What the fuck? My controls are completely fucked. Completely fucked! That wasn't my fault. That wasn't my fault. The game knows I didn't even die there. Took it for it a minute to go, oh shit, we didn't actually kill him, but we made the player die to waste his fucking time. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. The game is even admitting that. Didn't even know whether I was dead or not. It's not difficulty that's called bullshit. That's what that is.
I can't.
Keep worrying about me over here, bitch. He's fucking insta-casting that firewall. What a bitch. What a bitch. Doing this fucking punk-ass little crap. That's what's getting me. Stupid firewall. Okay.
I can't.
This is a cheap fight right here, man. It is what it is. Gotta DPS that first dude down. Gotta cut him in half. Can't just kill both of them halfway. I'm not doing anything. Gotta DPS that first asshole down while he's summoning. It's really the only way to do it. But they're getting me with that firewall, man. I tried to get away from it, but you can be 30 feet in the air, firewall on the ground, 80 feet away, hit you because they cast it. That's where the hitboxes just don't even exist in the game. Not for them. For you, they do. You gotta be inside their jockstrap in order to hit them with the spell. But they can sit there and just cast it anywhere on the game map. They can cast it into an area you haven't even gone into yet, and you feel it here. That's I don't know, man. It's a little too lopsided. Dragon Age 2 had its share of that shit too, like just cheap, like, okay, I've got this power move that I can only pull off every 180 seconds with cooldown, and it costs 90% of my mana, or health, say, for example, or stamina, or whatever. And this bitch can pull it off before he's done pulling it off a third time before he even does it the first time. In the middle of doing it once, he's already done it 2 or 3 times to everyone on the field with no cooldown, and he can just spam it forever. Shit like that, gotta give the same cooldown to everybody. That's the thing. Now I'm two-shotting everything? Now I'm two-shotting everything. Again, it's doing that now it's gonna just change the difficulty mid-stride. This game's broken on this difficulty, y'all. It just is. It's just fucking broken. It's broken. It doesn't work. Just so you know, it doesn't work. Yeah, it's not supposed to go like this. That's too easy. Well, it gave me some drama there, and now it just can't make up its mind. Literally. I mean, you can't even make this shit up, can you? All right. I'll take it. I really don't care. It's good to me. I've gone through enough drama with this game to where, you know what? This is how it would be on normal right now with my character build. This is how normal difficulty is. Big reason I play on a higher difficulty, but then the game started doing this. Maybe it just does this. I don't know. Nice. Okay, well, the only good thing about this is it's just gonna be faster. It'll stop after a while. We'll, I don't know, load into another area and it'll be all back to the way it was. I don't know why it does this. I don't remember it ever doing this, but then I don't really have much to compare it to either, so I guess this has always been a little glitch in the game, I guess. If I had my creature with me, this would be easier regardless, so. Alright, let me just go talk to this dude.
The traveler who actually stops and takes the time to look at this magnificent structure.
The Gremory family jewels are safe in the Orobas fields. The wyverns will protect them for us, and who ventures into their nests anyway?
No, the merchants think only of gold and the soldiers only of liquor. They don't realize that the site they so heedlessly cross dates back to days when mankind was but in its infancy. The symbols carved into the slabs are of a variety too. I may be an archaeologist, but I'm afraid my knowledge of these stones is, I'm sorry to say, the exact purpose of this circle will remain a mystery. I'd love to be able to read these inscriptions, but unless you speak ancient Draconian, so should you meet a 10,000-year-old who still speaks the language, safe travels.
10,000-year-old, huh? Alright, I'll go look for a 10,000-year-old then. Well, I kind of intended on using that shrine right there to go back and get my creature summons, but you know what? I'm gonna take advantage of easy mode right here and just kill all these assholes. Be done with it.
Go forth, my minions.
Ha! You wandered into the wrong camp, Slayer.
The guard is getting hot on my heels. Time to move and take my collection of precious stones with me.
Not exactly, no. But we do serve eternal rest.
You're shooting my summons in melee and shooting arrows at me out of your asshole the same time you're shooting him? That's amazing. Nice. Did you guys see that? Shooting arrows out of his ass. See, that's that super special magic ability that we don't get on our skill tree. Butt arrows. While he's shooting my summon point blank in his face, he's shooting arrows out of his butt directly at me. Accurately, too.
Somebody help me!
No, there's nothing for that guy.
Don't kid around, please. The troll who made this trap will be here any minute. Perhaps you can find some rope. Quick. Finally, I'm out of that hellhole. I was hunting for goblins. When I was about to return home, next thing I knew, I fell and found me. Raise the Slayer! Watch out, the troll!
Oh no, not the troll.
Impossible.
We got it! Oh, we did it!
Yay.
I ain't the worst trapper out there, but listen. This is a very good bow. I'm going back to the village.
Ugh, I hate trolls. Stupid, stinking savages. The lot of them. The Maxos Temple will reveal its own challenges. But at least there won't be any of these fat thugs around.
Fat thugs. We're gonna do all of Belagar's stuff real quick, because the last shrine is way back up there anyway. We gotta go. In fact, I think the shrine we need to travel to is the one we need to go to Belagar's last shrine, to go get our monster or creature and shit.
From hell.
Yeah.
The demon hadn't a prayer of defeating a sturdy slayer. No spawn of Hades could invoke your dread. But how will you fare against the undead?
I can't.
That should be the last parchment. That should be the last one right there. Nice.
Finally.
Yuki.
Dirty monkey spawn in my home.
Dirty monkey spawn.
Kill it to please the totems.
Garbage. Thought there was something to mine here. There we go. Not really worth having, but hey, better than nothing.
Another one. Oh, I've been poisoned. I can't.
Poison that, ho. You can target me, but I can't target you, huh? Nice. Bitch. Oh yeah, that summoning circle. Yeah. Maybe before I turn in any quests. Yeah, before I give that dude his potion, I know what we're gonna do. I got a plan, y'all. I have a plan. I have a scheme. Notice it has not crashed on saving one time since we stopped overwriting old saves. Neither has it glitched into impossible god mode shit either. It's glitched into easy mode a few times, but I don't know that that's not just something. It seems to happen after we die a few times. It's almost like the game's giving you a break or something. I'm not asking for one, and I really don't want one, to be honest. This should be quick. Bitch. You're not gonna let me hit him? I don't get an attack ever? The fuck? Okay. Alright. Okay, well, you need to do this then to compensate for that bullshit right there. Only way to get those leggings right there. Sword was freaking out there. You see that? Okay, so let's go do Belagar's last shrine. Might as well. I'm trying to remember if we even turned that demon tooth in. See, I've got all these bounties and shit. I'm gonna turn them all in last. After we've killed everything, basically. Right? But I don't want to have so many quests stacked up that I forget to turn one in. That's defeating the whole purpose. Then I gotta make sure I get everything. We're about to level anyway. After that, I don't know. We probably won't level, but maybe one more time anyway. But let me at least do this. This will level me right here. I already grabbed that? I thought? Nice. I don't need that. I do have a logbook, though. Right here. Goblin Hearts. See, I haven't turned the Demon Claw in. I was holding this. Password and location. I'll wait till I'm done with the bandits before I go turn them in. Okay, I've still got 1, 2, 3. And this is at the end of the gauntlet. So, yeah, we'll go do that next. Right now, we're going to do all of Belagar's bullshit. Then we're going to go get our creature. Yeah, see how it went from 320 XP to 270 just that fast? So that's over 150 XP I just lost. Just by leveling right there. But, might as well take advantage of these enemies while we're getting the most we can for them. I think the only way really to get around leveling to the point that some enemies don't give you much is to mind read everybody, but then you're not leveling. So, not leveling to level, that doesn't make any sense either.
Too bad I chose to feed you to a troll.
Assholes back at the beginning again. Alright, I don't think there's anything here.
Another one.
You got Willie that pops up the trail up here. I did not know that you could come all the way up here.
Slayer, finally I caught you again. You can't be serious. A whole house for a few... But of course we have...
Fuck off, dude. Fuck off. You're not allowed to kill that dude, man. This is the next and my favorite map area coming up. It says you can go there now. I mean, why would you do that? You'd just get destroyed instantly by everything there. But, well, I don't want to go there. Not really sure why I would let you do that. Or even what you would spawn into. Probably instant death, I'm assuming. Should be great if you could use these for fast travel from here. There's Belagar's bitch ass. See, he's all the way back up there. We gotta go to a shrine. Any shrine, really. Those leggings that I found. Some ways are worse than what I've got, really. There's a lot of ranged protection. Yeah, I don't think I want to use those. They don't really even have any enchantments worth of shit, to be honest. All right. Garbage. Okay, I can't turn in everything at the bandit camp, though. If I give them up, so what I need to do is go back and at least return that dude's axe. Should I do that now? No, I'll do that. I'll do that after Belagar's little bullshit. Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's go collect. God, I'm trying to keep track of about 9 things in my head right now. Got to get this loot from that fortune teller. Talk to the fortune teller again. Do you have anything that needs to be disenchanted? Not really, huh? Retribution 5. Retribution 6. That's something. Do I have any earrings? No. Might as well. So I'm actually wearing those right now, so no, I don't need those. Don't need them. You guys are awfully quiet. What, you're acting like it's early in the morning or something? I think it's only like 8 or 9 o'clock here. Hey, almost 9.
see you in the sky above the valley. You will behold a land for...
Belagar trolling us again. Literally. Was it the Belagar's fighting all those goblins? I think that's after. That's after. Probably ought to go take care of these assholes, to be honest. Right now. Get them out of the way. I could get my sword right now. I think I'm gonna go do that. I need a sword upgrade anyway. Might as well grab it now while I still have some use for it, right? Before I completely out-level it. It's a level 12 sword, which has cool stats. But it becomes useless around level 15 or so. I still need to go get my creature. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. Oh, you fucking cheap shot bitch.
You want to fly free as a bird? Belagar can understand. Enjoy the flight, and don't worry about how to land.
Oh, the music in this area, I forgot. This Maxos Temple area where, well, we're kind of getting jacked from that right now. Belagar's going to troll the shit out of us and drop us off from the sky. If we weren't part dragon, we'd be dead. What an asshole. Nice. Nice. One person, really? Oh, that's kind of unlucky. But I will sell it. I will do that. Best way to get back there? What's the closest shrine? Oh, okay, I know where I'm at. Go get my creature now? Might as well, huh? Let's go get this out of the way. Well, it's not like I'm gonna forget, but No, we should have gone and translated that shit and got Belagar's password so we could use that port right there. Which, we can always travel back here and do that, but still. If I was to be efficient and not waste time, that's what I would do. Son of a bitch. You're just gonna freeze for no reason. Why would you crash here? Why would the game crash here? I don't understand. Why would it crash here? Wow. Okay, so nothing really solves the crashing problem. The game's just all of a sudden just broken, doesn't work. Yeah, this was never an issue before. Don't know why I would do that. Well, we can just assume that that is just what the game is now. It's just broken in a lot of ways. It's a shame too. That is a shame. Crying shame, actually. Where's the last time we saved? I don't know when's the last time we saved. Well, it's about to let us know just how bad it's shitting on us. You know. Man, just wow. I mean, literally, take a step, save, tie your shoes, save, take a step, save, tie your shoe, save, take a step, save, tie your, etc. Ad nauseum, ad annoyance, ad infinitum. Forever, it just is literally because every step you take, the game could either potentially crash or go into super nightmare god mode and just become unplayable at any given moment. The game is as erratic as this fucking mage right here. Really? It really actually is. Well, I gotta pay with a 45-minute loading screen to get back into a game that just kicked me because it froze and stole my progress. Where are we and what have we not done? Right before Belagar dropped us off? Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so Belagar's gonna... There ain't no point in fighting these dudes right now.
You want to fly free as a bird? Belagar can understand. Enjoy the flight, and don't worry about how to land.
It's funny the first time, not when I'm forced into it, raped by this 2 or 3 times. That's not funny.
Another one to add to the collection.
Well, I got my quartz twice in a row. See, if you come back and there's not shit in that ore vein, whatever you got the first time, basically the game's just doing this. You're jacked. Hope you don't like it. Well, the only reason the game would shit on you and hope you don't like it so you eventually stop playing it? That doesn't seem to really make sense. What game tries to convince you not to play it? Makes no sense.
This is Needleman's store, more's the pity.
Just fucking did that, man. I thought we were past the crashing issue. Seriously, when I first played this game, it never crashed. Ever. I don't remember, not once. Ever. I think I would remember. Not at all. Now it's become a it's less now since I started being careful with the whole save file system, which is broken. But I'm already walking on eggshells and it's broken anyway. I don't know, man. I don't know. Man. It is what it is, I guess. So I better save again. Save. 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 Just to make sure you get each step of progress. You can't play a game like that, man. You just can't. No. There's a lot of things you've got to micromanage, but every 4 or 5 seconds of progress, because the game will at any time take it from you, that's too much. That's too much. Crash if you want. Oh, I just saved. It won't crash now. It got its little momentary trolling out of the way. It'll troll me later when it's most inconvenient.
Greetings, Slayer. A crystal skull. But if it is the real you, this is why I couldn't control my creations. We shall release a creature, and you shall be its master, with pleasure.
You control the creature with a crystal skull.
Hello.
If I could command you, though, we'd head for the Maxos temple without delay.
I guess he's going to be melee this time. Suits me just fine. Ham sitting there taking up an inventory spot. Do something about that.
Arise, my pet.
Save, save, save.
You
my minions one by one. So now for the riches, you think, and then we're done. But there's no reward in my wizard's den. Instead, you can fight them all again.
It won't fucking die. Now it's gone back to fucking nightmare mode. Just can't fucking make up its mind, can it? I don't... it's all over the map, man. It's just all over the map. I have no healing potions. I gotta go make some, I guess. I hit him and he's staggered, so I take damage. I'm getting pre-fired. It's just giving me damage before I get there type of thing. Fuck you, asshole.
You bore me with your constant winning.
Fuck off, dude.
Vinegar has had enough. So
Troll.
please go away, and I'll give you some of this useless, shiny yellow stuff.
Let's hope that was the last we saw of that rhyming psychotic.
Yeah, I agree. He's outstayed his welcome.
Shiny. Another one to add to the collection.
At least I got 1 or 2 potions back there. Okay. That was interesting. A lot of the damage you take in this game is just phantom damage. It's like time damage. Every few seconds you're going to take this much damage if you're in a fight. Dodging, rolling, all those. I don't know why you put dodge mechanics in a game where it randomly just doesn't work. It just doesn't even apply. It makes no difference what you're doing. If an enemy doesn't attack anywhere in the fight, 700 feet away from you in a different direction, attacking something else, you'll take that damage randomly over time just to make sure you take damage. I don't know, maybe I'm spoiled by games like Dark Souls where, You can get through a game. You can get through a fight completely untouched if you got skills. And this, you can be dodge rolling 20 feet away after the enemy's already dead. And if it said you took some damage, you're going to take it. Doesn't matter. All that behind the scenes calculations and shit going on, they just ought to be straight up and just in a fight, just immediately poison you and force you to take a certain amount of damage to finish the fight in a certain amount of time, or you die. Might as well just do something like that. At least make it realistic or something. As opposed to you just taking shit that you don't even know you're taking it until your character takes it. I was 50 feet from that dude while he was attacking someone else. How did I take the damage? Because the game said you were supposed to take that much damage during the fight regardless. Well, what's the fucking point of being able to move and dodge or do anything? Might as well just let me stand there and push a button like Final Fantasy and we'll just say it's turn-based, and if I got bigger numbers than they got, I win. Might as well. It's just kind of shitty, really. Oh well. Let's get out of here. It's not there. Shit, I don't remember where you go for this. Maybe it's over there. No? Bellegar should be around here somewhere. One more time. Somewhere. I think I'm on the wrong hill. No, maybe... Oh, maybe it's up there. It is. It's up on that side. Not sure how to get over there, though. I think we've got to go down and come back. Yeah, streaming a little bit early today, man. I was supposed to stream last night. I lost a day, dude. I literally lost a day. An entire day somewhere. Sleep schedule's been fucked up the last couple days anyway. I looked and it's Thursday and I'm like, damn, I was supposed to stream on when the hell? How did that happen? Okay, it should be right here. I doubt this is really worth anything. I better save again. I don't want to have to do it. I don't even remember when's the last time we saved. Here. Yeah, goblins are back again.
Creatures from this broken dale, fear now all my magic gales.
She's become annoying, man.
The greatest mage by far is the mighty Bellegar.
Okay. 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 that wall of fire bullshit, that gets me every time.
Is often tragic. They have no clue how to properly use magic. Fire, storm, and deadly blast. That, my friend, is how you cast.
Belagar, no one so erratic should be so powerful. Let's travel to the Maxos Temple before we meet him and his deviltry again.
Funny, if you haven't done it yet, he trolls you again on the way to the Maxos Temple. Like, that's exactly where he trolls you next. Ah, missed. I'm gonna go get my sword right now. Right now. Go talk to that fortune teller girl again, but all she does is runs off. Don't know if she pops up later in the game for something, though. Not sure. Bunch of those assholes right there. Bunch of them. Since the game's back to nightmare mode again, just randomly changes its mind. I say the game seems to be as erratic as Belagar is, which is not a good thing. I can't get away. I can't get away. This is crazy. To make it incapable of playing. You cannot play like that. You cannot play. Pause. You can't go through a fight like that. Possible. And they're damaging you while it's paused and while it's not paused. And the entire time it's pausing to keep you from being able to... Wow. Interesting, man. Really interesting right there. Don't feel like I was responsible in any way, shape, or form for any part of that. Come away from your fucking girlfriends, bitch.
I can't do that.
You're lucky I'm not allowed to use any of my abilities whatsoever. Not allowed to use any of my abilities. I can't charge him. I'm not putting my weapon up. I'm literally getting stuck on flat ground. This is crazy. Threat system's completely broken. game doesn't even know I'm dead. The soundtrack's breaking. It's cheating so bad. Literally, it's breaking the soundtrack because the game's cheating. Broke the soundtrack, literally. I don't think I took half my health in one shot while they weren't shooting, and et cetera, et cetera. I don't think that happened. So, yeah, I'm going to call bullshit one more time. Completely broken, man. Completely fucking broken. And all of a sudden it's completely playable. All of a sudden it's completely playable. God damn it. Or not. Threat system is completely broken. These guys are not that hard. Not that hard.
I've been poisoned.
I can't move. Can't move. It's just doing this random shit, man. Not that hard, man. This isn't that hard. Well, even with the saves thing, it still breaks, Brandon. It just still crashes, still breaks. The game's broken, man. I don't know how it's unnoticeable that the game is this horribly coded and broken and erratic and misguided, but it is. It just is. Fucking son of a bitch with your fucking firewall. Firewall for a big dick.
I've been poisoned. I can't. This poison is killing
Unplayable.
me.
Unplayable, man. Unplayable. Never had this problem, ever. Not once. Just randomly, it's just gonna just all of a sudden just... I've been saving fresh saves, have not overwritten a save not once this entire game, been completely froze not too long ago, went on to super easy mode for 5 minutes, now it's unplayable here, and I'm not imagining this, man. Paying for it. They've also got a triple attack rate here for some reason. They don't fire that fast. Gave me fucking rank wall of fire anyway. Jesus. After he's dead. Wall of fire after he's dead. Come on, man.
Right about I could use a potion right about now.
They're spamming. Spamming fucking poison. You got to be kidding. Spamming it. You can't. He hit me with poison before he hit me with poison right after he. They can't do that. It's not even. Now they're literally tripling their attack rate and then attacking when they're not even attacking. I didn't do that. I'm not doing that. This isn't even hard right here. That's the thing. This isn't anywhere even close to this. At any point in the game on any difficulty. It's not, I mean, this is like 30 times beyond ridiculous. I can't even put it into words, man. Let me try to unplug the Xbox in the middle of loading. See if that doesn't burn it up. Let me see if that doesn't make it. I don't know if I don't know, man. Should you buy this game? No, don't. Well, if you're gonna play it on just normal, if you just want to experience it, beautiful music, beautiful game design, beautiful game concept. The execution is, I'm exposing the bugs aren't 5 minutes apart sometimes. It's just broken. It's broken. You can see it right here. It's broken. It's broken. It trolls you. It trolls you. Like if it's not crashing on you, just straight up crashing or corrupting your saves, then it's trolling you with impossible mode randomly. And then it'll go to like casual mode randomly, regardless of what difficulty. Well, I don't know. If you play it on normal, I've never seen any of these. But this difficulty right here, the game just goes all over the map and freaks out and glitches constantly but randomly. I'm not going to say it doesn't because that's all it's done to me, really, since we've been streaming. So, take that for what it's worth, man. When the game's playing, it's worth it because it's probably one of the best games ever made in that aspect. But with the problems that I'm talking about, meaning that if you ever want to challenge yourself, you're in for a lot less fun than fun. And I don't mean less fun than more fun. I mean, you've got fun and then a lot less fun and then no fun at all and getting trolled and getting punished for playing the game and getting convinced to not play it anymore. That's what you get. I would like to say that's not the case. The game's good enough in concept. I have to revert to the words in concept now to clarify because it's what it is I think this nightmare mode, they never set the game for it and it glitches and breaks the game all the time. Like it's totally not even balanced for this. It's not even. It's not even. I don't know, man. It's a shame. It's a shame, man. I already said though, if it gives me that uber broken mode in Maxos Temple with those dudes, as soon as it does that, or as soon as I'm done with that, if it decides to crash so I can't save my progress so it can start trolling me for it, I'm not going to do it. I will snap this game disc in half and I will not play this again. Just so you know. Because I'm not going to play it on a lower difficulty. I'm not. The game's perfectly playable when it's playing, but if it's going to break most of the time during crucial parts of the game to completely destroy any game experience whatsoever consistently, I can't do that anymore. I can't do it. I'll take a free hit right here. Well, why isn't he shooting poison with a poison dart already in the air while this first one's still in the air? Why isn't he doing that right now? That's what I want to know. $20 to let you can pick up a disc. If you can find a disc at GameStop, it's like $3 right now. I just picked mine. I just picked up a new one for $3. Look, it's doing the firewall while it's loading the game. It's hitting me with a firewall. I've already been hit with a firewall and the fight hasn't even started. Watch. It's not showing it, but it will. Yeah, you don't take anything near this kind of damage on any difficult. This is Nightmare times like 15. Yeah, it is.
Oh my word, I can't. Oh, I've been poisoned. Oh, my wounds are blood that is trying to cure. This poison is killing me.
It's broken. It's completely broken. I've never found this spot right here ever unplayable before. So it can break anywhere. It's not just certain parts of the game that will break based on a corrupted save. The game will break randomly anywhere and everywhere. I've already killed 5,000 Black Ring Scouts. Along with their sorcerers, along with their little demon summoning pit, I've already done all that. I can't take the damage. Not even close. A heal should handle a poison arrow. A heal, if nothing else, and it's not. I can't even heal fast enough. It's like I'm getting out DPS by my healing 3-1. There's no difficulty mode for that. I would not have this problem based on the game's coding on fighting level 20s right now. I would not have this problem fighting level 20s. But these level 11s are level 30s. Randomly. Just randomly. That's just bad. I can't attack now. He just hit me. He just hit me when he didn't hit me. When he wasn't even shooting at me. The arrow that was not shooting at me just hit me. And giving me a quarter of my health damage when... Nah, man. Nah. They cannot miss. This is not how the game goes. Can't miss. It can't miss. This is I don't have any way to fix it. I don't have any way to fix the game, and yeah. Oh, a couple more tries of this, and I'm snapping the game disc. I'm actually gonna snap it in half. I'll show you guys. I will actually snap it in half. I will be that disgusted, and that's kind of heartbreaking, really. That this good of a game can just be this I don't know. Crazy. I don't see this getting any better though. But he's not hitting me there. It's dodgeable, but then it's not magically when their attack rate triples, and all of a sudden everything's undodgeable. How come it's dodgeable now?
I've been poisoned. I can't.
It's not dodgeable anymore. Yeah, it's not dodgeable anymore. Now they're shooting super arrows at 3 times the rate of fire that they can actually.
The Maxos Temple, the desire of all the power hungry.
Not playable, man. Stopped in to let us know you're getting. Well, have fun on your trip if you stopped in to let us know you're taking one. We'll see you. Now, the game is glitching. I'm gonna 2-shot every single one of these enemies. You know what? I'm gonna deactivate myself. Watch the game. Now it's gone from a mode that doesn't exist ×5 to easy mode. Watch. The game just fixed itself. But then it broke. Now it's broken in the complete opposite direction. Watch what I say. Every time I see that little thing pop up down there, I haven't done anything. I haven't changed saves. Haven't done anything. Watch. This is. I won't even be taking hardly any damage. Watch. If it's as broken as I say it is, I'm gonna 1 or 2 shot every single enemy. I'm just gonna wipe all 4 of these enemies out in 2 seconds. Watch. Let's just see if I'm tripping. If it can load. Okay, I'm gonna barge in there like I'm running something. Okay, the frame rate dropped. Boom. I can just walk in here, no big deal. Fuck off, everybody's dead, yeah. Well, if I can hit anybody, it won't let me hit anybody. Okay, 1 hit, yeah. Okay. Oh, I didn't even get a chance to hit him because my summons just killed him by looking at him. Was I imagining it? Did I just make that up? Or is it completely just fucked? This is ruining the game. It's ruining it. There's no flow. There's no consistency. You get a difficulty setting. I've never seen a game go easy, casual, super nightmare, god mode, impossible, casual, normal, casual, impossible, hard, nightmare, sort of, casual. Every other fight, every 10 seconds, every time you reload a save, you don't know what to expect around every corner. It's not the enemy that you don't know what to expect. You don't know if the game's going to be broken or not. And so that's in the back of your head the entire time you play. I've never experienced this with this game before, ever. And now this is the game. I have no idea what the fuck. I can't even begin to explain it. Did I call it before it happened? Did I call it before it happened? Honestly. Now see, we'll get to a point in the Maxos Temple where there's 9 bosses, which on this right here, I could kill them all myself without even a summons. On normal mode, they're hard. They're hard to fight. You probably will die once or twice. It's like 9 bosses. They can all 2 or 3 shot you, type of thing. They really can't all 2 or 3 shot you on Nightmare. If they group you, they'll corner you and trap you and stuff. It's a challenge. But on the mode that we were just in a minute ago, it's impossible. You can't beat it unless you cheese the fucking shit out of it and get really, really, really lucky. And the game glitches 15 or 20 times and screws up where the frame rate freezes and shit like that. And you can tell that the game just got confused. Other than that, you can't beat it. Then it'll go in a mode like that, and you literally do one spinning move, and enemies that aren't even in your range just die because you attacked something somewhere on the map. They'll all just die. How did... I just want its hardest difficulty so I can build my character into it. Building my character to where no matter what I do, I can't win, or there's no point in building it because all I have to do is look at my sword and anything that I might hit with it for the rest of the game is already dead. I don't want that either. I just want... I've never seen a game change its own difficulty every 5 minutes. I can't explain it because this game... It's like somebody came and reprogrammed the goddamn thing while I slept. It's literally... Like, everything that's happening right here doesn't ever happen with this game. It just doesn't. Now that's all it's doing, and I don't... This is crazy.
The Maxos Temple. The desire of all the power-hungry. The gateway to your dragon might.
I don't know, y'all. I mean, it's honestly harder just to play on normal, where it'll just always just be normal. It's almost harder. Because here it's either ridiculous or impossible. Either I don't know, man. I was hoping it didn't rear its ugly head for a while. I thought we had it fixed. I really did. I thought it was a save issue. And saving is an issue. Saving over old saves will crash the game. I already know that. That's a fact. That's... Other people online were having a problem with that. That's where the whole save thing came to my attention, and I'm like, you know, this may be causing all kinds of problems. If it crashes and bugs the game to save over old saves, then perhaps it's just a corrupt save system. It's not overwriting it, it's taking data and introducing a bunch of trash data on top of other data and then saving that and corrupting your saves. And if that was the case, I could live with that because I know what the problem is and I just don't do that. Doctor, it hurts when I do this. Well, the doctor says, well, just don't do that. Okay. It corrupts the game when you save over old saves. Don't save over old saves. All right. I can do that, or I can not do that. But it's already crashed once today, out of nowhere, randomly, for no reason. No reason at all. So, don't know that the crash thing is solved. And now it's doing this whole easy, impossible, okay for a little bit, easy, impossible, easy, impossible, okay for a little bit, easy, okay, easy, impossible. It's, I don't, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that? I think I've already answered my own question, to be honest. I just don't want to accept it. Damn, guys, I mean, this is a beautiful game, too. This entire game is big like this. It's got a really cool skill system, leveling system. It's got a good RPG design. The dialogue's great. It's like Dragon Age Origins funny a lot of the times. Music. I mean, the soundtrack through the whole game is epic. The areas are amazing. All kinds of cool shit. You get to be a fucking dragon. I mean, seriously? There's like no knock on it. There's no knock on the story. There's no knock on even on the graphics as far as I'm concerned. The game's designed beautifully. The gameplay, when it's working, is fine. It's not my favorite combat of any game, but it's good enough to give you something to do while you're playing through the game, which is what the fighting's about. To give you some busy work to do while you go from point A to point B. Well, you fight shit and loot stuff and all. Okay, that's RPGs. That's cool. And the fighting's better than some other RPGs that I've played. Not as good as some, but better than others. So that's not an issue. It's just the fucking... But these super bugs, this broken glitch shit is... It's too much. Too much. I'm guessing it's because this game is not designed for this difficulty. It's just not. Because I haven't changed this once, but you've seen the difficulty change 5 times just today. Just today, 5 times the difficulty has changed. Like blatant, like you say. Go from hacking away at something for 10 minutes that can two-shot you when it can't even two-shot you, and can start shooting an arrow while it's shooting an arrow before it's shooting an arrow. So literally 4 arrows are in the air at the same time that you can dodge, but all of a sudden you can't dodge. And all of a sudden are homing arrows, and they've hit you before they're even released from the bow, when they're not even supposed to be released from the bow yet, because you're getting hit by the last arrow that isn't even in the air yet, type of shit. That's not part of the game. That's not how it goes. So it'll do that, and then next thing you know, it freaks out on the loading, and it says, wait a minute, what am I doing? And it's like some schizo that wakes up with an entirely different personality and says, okay, now you can one-shot everything in the game for a while until it's impossible again. One of you guys, if somebody has a fucking fix for it, let me know what to do to stop that. I don't think it was designed for, I think you've got casual, normal, and hard. I don't know that there was always a nightmare mode. I don't know that that was always a thing. I'm thinking that came out with the Dragon Knight Saga thing. Seems like there was always just 3, just casual, normal, and hard. If this has always been there, fine. But I know with this Dragon Knight Saga version, that this is broken as fuck. It's just, and I've never seen this in any other game before. I'm thinking it's something they put out and didn't thoroughly test it and didn't thoroughly patch it. And because the original game, Ego Draconis, I can't think of a problem I ever had with it. I don't think the game ever crashed once. And this game is 100+ hours long. If you try to do everything in the game, you can spend 150 hours in this game, searching out everything. 150 hours. It's bigger than Oblivion. I mean, it's big. But, it never had a problem. That's a pretty big fucking game to not have any issues. That's thoroughly tested. That's quality. So when I sit here and I'm like, what the fuck? All of this is taking me by the blind side because none of this is this game. None of this that I'm experiencing, none of this garbage happens. But now that's all that's happening here, so I don't understand. Developer? No. This is oh, this game's old. This is like 2009, 2008, something. I think it got released at the same time as Origins, so I think it's 09, maybe 2010, maybe. I don't know, something like that. It's like a couple weeks from Dragon Age Origins. They're like weeks apart. It's like right there, right around that time. So I want to say 09. That's what I want to say. But maybe it was 2010. Anyway, it's old. The last patch for it came out with this version. All the Dragon Knight Saga is, it's an extended DLC at the end of the game, which adds some extra content and explains some more stuff besides the main story, basically. It's just, they just added stuff to the game. And then what they did was they included the entire game, added the Dragon Knight Saga part to it, so if you hadn't played it yet, you could pick it up with the DLC for a much lower price. When it came out brand new, it was only $40. Ego Draconis was probably full price, but then they basically remastered Ego Draconis, cleaned it up a little bit, you know, and added some DLC to it, and then sold it for less. Instead of charging $40 for the DLC, they just included it as a package with the whole game sold it like that. A couple years after release. I want to say Dragon Knight Saga came out. Might have been 2012, maybe? Something like that. I don't know. Yeah, guys, I already said in the temple, if we ran into what we just ran into with those archers right there, that I was done. I'm not going to snap my disc, but I'm going to put this away. Because I know that if that's all it's been doing all day, it's going to be doing that for the rest of the time. I know that. I don't want to accept it, but that's the truth. It is what it is. I'll save this. I may come back and there's one achievement. I'm missing one achievement for this version of the game. I have it 100% on Ego Draconis, but this they gave a whole new set of achievements for Dragon Knight Saga, so I was gonna get them all, and I missed one on my last full playthrough, and I'd like to pick that up, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. The game's definitely worth playing, but if you're gonna play it on Nightmare mode, then I don't know what to tell you, man. I'd love to sit there and say that it'll be fine for you, but I'd be lying. I'd be lying. If you get an original Ego Draconis copy of this game, play it on its hardest mode, and it's way challenging enough. It's going to stress the shit out of you. Definitely playable, and there's no issues with it that I ever experienced. But this right here, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I won't. And please, somebody validate what I'm saying. Would you be playing this anymore either, honestly? With all this drama? It'd be bad enough if I didn't know any better. I'd be saying, God, this game's fucking stupid all over the map, impossible. But since I know better, it's even worse. Because I'm like, it's not supposed to be doing any of this, man. Not supposed to be doing any of this at all. So, that's that. I don't know what to move on to next. I'm really not inspired to play anything. That's why I was playing. Big reason I was playing this. All the hype that I gave this game coming into it. When I say it's one of my top favorites of all time, you can see why when you see it playing the way it's supposed to be playing. Unless you're not into that sort of thing, then you would think it sucks anyway, so it doesn't matter. Even if it was perfect, you still wouldn't like it. But, be that as it may, as the game stands, it's awesome. But when it's not working, well, if something's not working, you may have the prettiest car in the neighborhood, but if your engine's fucking busted, what good is it to you? Oh, that car looks fantastic. Well, does it drive? No, it doesn't drive. I can't drive it. We can just look at it. Okay, well, same thing. Completely useless if it's not working. It's not working, it's not working. Every other minute, man. It's been every other minute. And it's consistently random enough to make me go, you know, I can't do this for 5 more minutes without pulling my hair out, and no game's worth doing that. That's the opposite of what you play a game for. It's bad enough with like a Bethesda-style game where you already know what kind of bugs are going to be rampant with their game engine, with their product. As poorly tested as it's going to be, and as much bugs that they seem to put in their games on purpose just so they have something to do later. It seems like it. It really does, because some of the shit just seems so mindlessly simple. And then they come right back and fix it, and I'm like, you know, really? Y'all could have done that before you know, but whatever. You know, the Bethesda's going to, if nothing else, they're going to update their games. They usually cause more problems than they solve with their updates, but you know what you're going to get. I mean, you kind of get it. It's frustrating for what it is, but there's enough solid gameplay, especially when you find workarounds for their plethora of fucking bugs. There's enough solid gameplay that if you like their games, it's playable. But when the game itself rewrites itself and changes, I'll tell you what. I experienced something semi-similar to this when the new survival mode, when the irritation work you to death and make the game as bad as it can possibly be and as unplayable as possible to make your experience as bad as possible, survival mode on Fallout 4 first came out, and there were certain places you could go. I can name two of them. One was the hospital full of super mutants over there by Melford, something like that. It begins with an M, I think. Anyway, the same place where they have a thing where you go with the railroad to kill a bunch of synths. The same area. Anyway, there's a hospital there with super mutants. When survival mode first came out, not the original survival mode. When Fallout 4 first came out, there was a survival mode. I've had idiots who exposed their newbiness to Fallout, period, who just fresh came over from Call of Duty, right? Play Fallout 4, looking at my videos on survival mode saying, this isn't survival mode, you don't have to eat and sleep. Not knowing that when the game came out, survival mode was very, very hard. It was very hard mode with more legendary enemies. That's all it was. Enemies didn't really hit me harder. Yeah, some of the legendaries did. There was just more of them. Every other time you turn around, there was a friggin' legendary enemy there. And it made areas more fun. I thought it was a little bit more challenging. You didn't know which ghoul you shot in the leg while it was sleeping was going to wake up and come and two-shot you. It could happen. Or every other time a Mirelurk popped up out of the ground, it could one-shot you most of the time, depending on what level you are and whatever. And that shit would start popping up early in the game. You'd run across a legendary Mirelurk at like level 6, level 5, and it was going to one-shot you. I don't give a fuck what you got on. I don't care if you're in full power armor. It's probably going to at least two-shot you, type of stuff. That was the original survival. Then they came out with a new survival mode, which didn't add on to the game. It replaced the old survival mode, which was the only thing worth playing, with a bunch of shit. Eat, drink, eat, drink, sleep, 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 med, drink, eat, drink, sleep. Play for 5 minutes. Eat, drink, eat, drink, eat, drink, eat, drink, sleep, eat, med, drink, eat, derad, med, eat, sleep, drink, get sick, med, eat, sleep. Play for 5 minutes. Eat, drink, eat. Oh my fucking... There wasn't any balance whatsoever. It was the most intentionally bad designed thing to finish off, to be the coup de grace on a game that was already horribly barely alive, sitting there squirming on the ground, gasping for its last breath. It was the finishing headshot to that game. Completely destroyed it. Ruined it. I liked survival mode. What the fuck is wrong with you? That was the most horribly designed, unbalanced, worst shit in the world. Because if you've ever played Fallout New Vegas, which Bethesda owns, regardless of the fact that Obsidian put it together, Bethesda owns all parts of that game. There is no reason they could not have taken hardcore mode, which was survival mode, in Fallout New Vegas and just translated that to Fallout 4. Same time, same clock, same balancing, same debilitations, same debuffs and buffs and benefits and all the same stuff. Because guess what? Basically all that same shit is in Fallout 4. Just about everything you have from survival mode in Fallout New Vegas is in Fallout 4. Except for antibiotics was the only different thing. And they had kind of a version of that, I think, in New Vegas, sort of. Well, not really, but they had medicines for all kinds of different stuff. But regardless, other than that, there's no reason you can't work that in there. They already had the winning formula. And hardcore mode in Fallout New Vegas is awesome. It makes the game better. It makes it better. Is it harder? Well, if it's harder for you, don't do it. They'll tell you, this makes the game harder. If you don't want to do it, don't. There you go. So anyway, I'm way off track. When that new survival first came out, before it got patched and repatched, and then they patched the patch, which was a virus, to the previous two patches, which were fucking bugs and viruses before that. When they finally worked it out, I think this stopped. I didn't run into this problem again. But what would initially happen is this hospital full of super mutants, they were all level 700. And they could all turn the corner on you with a pipe gun that, if you picked it up, only did 9 damage, 11 damage, right? They could instantly kill you before they even pulled the trigger, hip firing before they even turned the corner with these pipe guns. These pipe guns were doing thousands of damage. I remember going to that hospital thinking I was all right. I was already like level 17 or 21 or something. Fine. And I walked in there, and this super mutant comes around the corner hip firing, and I'm dead instantly. Now, the first 15 times that happened, I said, how is it possible that a super mutant is getting a super critical headshot with a 13-shot rifle when I've already got hundreds of hit points? If I'm not mistaken, the character I was using had a 9 endurance, or 10 by that point, right? And so I think we'd already taken the castle, and I already had all my bobbleheads. Honestly, I believe I already had a 10 endurance, and I'm getting instantly one-shotted. I wasn't wearing no power armor, but I had a full set armor on. I wasn't getting one-shotted by anything else in the game, not even close. And these fuckers are turning the corner. If any of you were on that stream, you'll remember, any of you guys here, instantly one-shotted around the corner, just in that hospital. Not by the super mutants out in front of that hospital. I don't remember if they were doing it. No, come to think of it, I think they were. I think just approaching the hospital, I had to reload like 15 times. Just walking up to the hospital. Nowhere anything around that area was doing anything close. Legendary Rad Scorpion wasn't one-shotting me. Close, because I ran into one, not too far from there. Same game. But it didn't one-shot me. Real close. Of course, when it hits you, it instantly crippled you, and the second hit killed you. Right? Of course, but it wasn't one-shot. So you tell me a Legendary Rad Scorpion hits me full on in the face with its fucking tail, doesn't one-shot me. But this bitch with a 9-point submachine gun pipe gun turns the corner hip firing. Not no legendary blah, 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 etc., butcher super mutant with a name this long and skulls above its head. I mean a normal fucking super mutant that I could two-shot. But their damage buff was 1,000-time multiplier. It wasn't just that instant kind of death, right? To where you get one-shotted and you die and you get a cam. It was dead so bad that as soon as they turned the corner, the screen blacked out and you were reloading, you walking into the building. It was that bad. I'm not even exaggerating. So, and I died like 75 times in that hospital. It was unplayable, right? That is that one exception, which I believe got patched out of the game eventually. They fixed that. But that is what this game is doing every 5 minutes. Random areas. And then turn right around, and the next time you reload, you one-shot everything that you, just a second ago, you couldn't even begin to touch. And you guys just saw it. So anyway, all that to say that I think it's justified to step away from this. And I hate that this is on record. I hate that this is on my channel, this game shitting on itself. I'm not the best player in the world, but I know how to build a character in an RPG. As good as anybody, you know. Maybe not better than anybody, but as good as anybody. I can hold my own when it comes to RPGs and having at least some idea of what the game is asking for and being able to do my thing. If I have a character that is extremely underpowered or is extremely just bullshit and I'm missing 90% of what the game expects from me, especially on a higher difficulty, that's on me. That is not the case with this game. I don't know everything about it. I'm not saying that. But my character is by no means incapable of passing something that's 2 levels under my character in a game like this with the level system as it's designed. Y'all saw the bullshit, and so, yeah. Yeah, but I wouldn't ever tell anybody. I know I said a minute ago, should I buy the game? I said, no. Actually, if you get a chance, yeah. Don't do nightmare mode unless you're like me and you get stubborn and you refuse to. Don't. Play it on hard. If you want a challenge, hard is challenging enough. Until you get comfortable with the game, you're going to struggle in a lot of areas anyway. It's a challenge on normal when you first pick the game up and you don't know what you're looking for. You don't really know what all the stats do and stuff while you're still learning the game. Normal is really well balanced, and you'll even think it's cheap sometimes. And you'll swear like some of these skeletons that you'll run into. I'll just leave it at that. Or like, what are these God mode skeletons? What the hell? The first time you run into them, you're like, holy shit. Because you're probably not going to be ready for them. Stuff like that. So it's playable. Don't ever put it above hard. I wouldn't. Unless you're ready to be really, really annoyed by the game. And I don't know a way to reload it or fix it that when that shit happens to undo it. I just know after a certain amount of reloads, it'll drop itself all the way to casual from super nightmare impossible 10,000 times hard nightmare mode, impossible mode, all the way to casual randomly. And it'll play like that for a minute. I noticed until you get to the next loading screen. And then it'll switch back to the way it's supposed to play. And then randomly at some point, go into impossible mode. And last for as long as it's going to last. And there doesn't seem to be a way to fix it until you allow the game to troll you for up to half an hour to an hour. And then maybe it'll fix itself and give you a load where you can just run over everything. And all you really wanted to do was just fight it. You wanted a challenge. You wanted to play it the way it's supposed to be played. That's all you were looking for. Challenge me the way it's supposed to be challenged so I can get some idea of whether my character's any good or not. Because if it's impossible, I have no idea if my character's built correctly. And if I can one-shot everything in the game, I don't know if my character's built correctly. I need balance. I need the game's balance so when you throw the hardest shit at me, that I know that my character's... That's a reward in RPGs. That's what makes RPGs different from other games. One of the biggest rewards is to have a well-built character that functions exceptionally well in just about any environment in the game effectively. That's your gauge. That's where you know if you got a good character setup or if you got a good party setup. Is if you're running over some shit by legitimate means. You're not exploiting anything. You're not cheesing anything. All you're doing is running with the skills and equipment that the game has to offer, right? And when you find that on the most difficult modes, like Legendary mode in Skyrim, you still, at some point, become overly powerful because you've done something like even anything resembling building a character, which if you do any part of that in Skyrim, you make it easy mode, right? You have to start restricting yourself. And so you limit your leveling, you limit your equipment, you limit, stuff that you're going to use and things like that. But that, the game itself is a gauge. Skyrim, you know what you're going to get. Enemies are going to take this percentage of damage, and the enemies are going to do this percent more damage all the time. Whether it's a fucking skeever or a Draugr Deathlord, doesn't matter. It's going to do 6 times damage. Or I think in Legendary's case, it's 12 times damage, but the damage modifiers are different. It's basically the same as Oblivion on max difficulty was in a way. Not quite as punishing. Armor rating works different. Although you still get up to a certain amount of damage mitigation, it's more effective in Skyrim as far as making the game easier. Allowing you to take, you can sit there and take some abuse at higher levels on Skyrim because of health pool and other things where you can still buff your health pool to the maximum, to the most it can be buffed in Oblivion on max difficulty and still get two-shotted by certain enemies in the game. Still get two-shotted. If you aren't basically almost immune to whatever they're doing, they're going to hit you for almost the same damage, 90% of the same damage you would get hit butt naked on normal difficulty in Oblivion. I'm not kidding. Like with an 85% armor rating on Oblivion, which is max, it doesn't go any higher than that. You can have an armor rating of 7,000. It doesn't matter. 85 is the cap. And it's a solid straight number. It's not like Skyrim was with 563.778. No. It's 85. 85 points of armor is 85% armor. Period. Anything above that is a waste, right? So once you got 85% armor, enemies are hitting you for 6 times normal damage all the time. That's it, right? And so if you've got 85% armor, that means 15% of their damage is going to bleed through physical damage all the time. You can become basically immune to magic. You can become immune to a lot of that. But even on max difficulty in Oblivion, that 6 times normal damage, 6 times 15% is 90. They're literally hitting you for 90% of the damage that you would take completely unarmored on normal difficulty in Oblivion all the time. And you just knew to expect that. So when you max your armor out, whether you're wearing clothing with enchantments or a full set of Daedric, whatever, once you hit that 85 cap, you're going to be taking basically butt naked shots from everybody on max difficulty. So it never really got as forgiving as Skyrim was. When you get to that 85% on Skyrim, even on legendary difficulty, that 90, even if it is a full, say 90% of the damage that bleeds through, even if it's more than that, you still mitigate enough of it to where you still take less. I can sit there on Legendary, on Skyrim, at say level, the levels aren't balanced really the same, because 50 was kind of the cap in Oblivion. And I know you can kind of level forever now in Skyrim. They made easy even easier with the DLC. Unforgivably pathetic from an RPG developer, but that's Bethesda for you. Let's be garbage on purpose. That should be their slogan. That should be their motto. We're garbage on purpose. Before that, I think the level cap was like 80, 81 or 83, something like that. Once you got up into so let's say if I was in the 20s in Oblivion, that'd be like being around 40 in Skyrim. Once you hit level 40 in Skyrim, you could sit there in Iron Armor on Legendary difficulty and go toe-to-toe with Draugr Deathlords and take a couple shots. The equivalent in Oblivion, they'd two-shot you. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Coming at you with Ebony and Daedric greatswords and shit, you're freaking get two-shotted. It's just the way it is. But anyway. Good times. We need to move on to something else. I got 14 of you people here. Nice of you to hang out and just sit here and chat with me, although I'm doing all the chatting. What should we play next? Basically, I'm asking so you can make 20 suggestions and I can say no to 19 of them, just so you know. Because I don't really have anything in the mood, but one of you guys might suggest something and it just sparks. You know how it is? You know, what do I want to play? You might have a stack of game discs sitting here and you're looking at them, and so none of them are just calling out to you. You could play all of them and you don't really want to play any of them. You don't not want to, but you don't really want to. And if you're going to spend your time streaming or doing something, it should be something you enjoy. So, what do we play? I'm kind of open because I really don't have any ideas. But move on to something. I don't know if we'll switch right now. Maybe give it a minute. I might go grab something to eat. A little early for lunch, but I got up too damn early today, so my whole clock is off. Oh, it's like Dragon Age Origins right here. What's this? There's Origins. Is Dragon Age 2 backwards compatible now? Didn't used to be. $5? Well, that's dropped. The last time I looked, it was 10 or 14 or something like that. Yeah, they're definitely phasing out last gen. Come on, guys. Nobody? Really? 15 people and nobody? Well, I mean, I'll take that as a hint, too. We just won't play anything. Go get lunch, go to the beach or something. Okay, well, I guess that's that then. Maybe I'll think of something. All right, well, I guess I'm going to get out of here then. Sorry, this just didn't work, but I finally give. The game's just going to be sometimes, not very often, sometimes the game's more stubborn than I am. I'm going to make this game work. And the game's like, no, you're not going to make me work. Can't make me do anything like I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not going to play right at all. I'm so broken and bugged out that, yeah. Okay, well, all right. Every once in a while, I butt heads with a game and it wins. So, I don't know. Guess I'm going to head out. All right, guys. Well, peace. John is the only one saying anything, so guess everyone's just chilling. All right, well, let me get out of here, and I guess maybe I'll be back on later today or this evening if I think of something to play. Really know what game to move on to. I'll just give it some thought. Maybe come up with something.